Well, we haven't 2Q'd in a very long time.
Ungefähr.
Support Slither. My cousin was telling me he works in the gay village, and all the doctors are gay or homosexual.
That doesn't surprise me.
What are your thoughts?
Well, it's not very surprising. Everybody in the gay village is gay.
Do you have a problem with homosexual doctors?
Do I have a problem with it? It's kind of vague.
Well, you think homosexuals are sinners.
Yes. Well, I mean, everybody's a sinner. So do I have a problem with sinners? Well, that would be incoherent. Then I have a problem with everybody.
Hate the sinner, love the sin.
Opposite. Yeah. I mean, just try to be a bit more graceful with these people. Don't support it, but it's not like I'm not going to be screaming in their face like... Yeah, that is...
Are you a Christian libertarian?
No, I don't think so. No, I mean, assuming I understand what you're saying.
Are you a Christian fascist?
No, I think right now I'm a Christian anarchist. But
Despicable.
I think like a paleo conservative is also a decent option. Christian fascist is also pretty good. They're all good options, I'd say.
How would you explain your beliefs to the average center left-leaning Canadian?
How would I explain it?
How would you argue against the creation of roads and the building of bridges?
What, an anarchy? I mean...
Yes.
Okay, when Walmart sets up shop, okay, it builds its own parking lot, its own roads. Why does it do that? Because it needs to provide a way for people to spend money at their store. Right? Okay.
Ban a hero.
Let's just think about this real quick. Who's OP? I'm Anglicious.
Andromeda is very OP.
Okay.
Kick trash, kick my ass. Won't you come over and suck my balls? Alright, so purple's fucking garbage. Super garbage. We got that going for us, and so is Roland FN. He's BR trash.
Okay, we got some stuns, some slows.
Mid, I want to do something fun mid.
I think we need maybe a bit more AoE.
We got a panda. We got a panda.
Slither, you want to go bot with Panda? And I'll support Apo top. Apo. He's the apple of my eye. Haha.
Pestilence.
Haha.
Witch Slayer.
Oof, Witch Slayer. Game's over.
It's possible.
Do something nasty. Should I do it to him, Daddy?
Can I pick last, please?
Deadwood.
Pick
Big
it,
fan.
pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it. Oh no, no, no!
Yeah, Pyro.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, big fan.
What are you doing, dude? Don't tell me what to do, dude.
Dude,
We got
fucking
stuns
hammer.
up the wazoo and
Dude,
slows.
those
Hammer
gonna
is
be
so
It's
nasty.
gonna be cancer for them to fight us.
Absolutely.
Dude, remember that hammer that you had?
Okay,
that
Chris,
looked
you gotta help
one
me
time when you
pick a
just got
good
floorball
carry.
game with hammer? Came out as like
So
I
godlike.
don't think
far-
Mage Bane is
No,
good.
it's not good.
Yeah, but
Somebody who
wasn't
can
fun to
rip through
play.
Salamon. I mean, Dark
Yeah, it wasn't
Lady
fun to play
seems
for you.
okay.
Well, it was fun for me at
Yeah,
I was
first.
thinking-
I mean, no,
Maybe
it was fun
Clank.
for me. No, you
Um,
were hammer.
Flank?
No.
I was mid.
just something that does a ton of damage,
Were you in that game?
like consistent damage. Well, we have a lot of damage.
Anyways, I was mid. I made so much room. Hammer was
Maybe
top solo
Shadow
for
Blade's
like
good.
40 minutes. dude.
Malakin.
I don't know how to
Came
play
out
Shadow
with,
Blade.
like, 6
I could
stack
play
items.
TDL, Clank, or
It was
Malakin.
disgusting.
Yeah, probably
Got,
Dark
like,
Lady's better.
Mog,
Just
Twin
so you can
Blade,
secure a really hard.
fucking demonic,
The Dark Lady.
symbol of rage. DPP.
Shit items.
Yeah, it was just shit, and it was like, dude, he was one shot.
Shelly said Moon
What are you
Queen,
talking
but
about? And a PK.
I don't really feel
Shit
Moon
was
Queen's good here.
disgusting.
Let's get it
Anyways.
on.
Shelly, Moon
Yeah, it
Queen's
was
not
just-
super strong in Han.
One
I think
shot.
her win rate is abysmal. Plus, TDL is more suited to my
So instead
style.
of PK, you could have just gotten staff, and then because the staff gives her Q PK range basically. You can go right on the person and stun them.
We are going to do.
Nah, it's a trash
just
build. Shut up.
fine.
Shut up in your mouth.
Going. What now?
You think it's gonna be a jungle Salomon?
Your desire is my command.
Wait, support Deadwood?
You got that right.
Oh god. Okay. Really not a
We are
fan of
going to
this.
do Just fine.
I'm gonna go for this Panda. I don't think they're gonna stop us.
Do you have another account, Kick Trash?
A long time ago.
Which one?
I wanna play.
I don't remember the name.
You sound really familiar.
Yeah, I've seen your
Really
name. Yeah, I've seen your name before, but it was like a year or two ago.
Thoroughly seducing. I would like that.
Ooh, yeah, fuck yeah, spin-off, Game of Thrones, Arya. Oh, the ultimate nuke battle mid, let's go.
Your desire is my command. Let's go already.
Oh god, this is gonna be a tough lane.
Confirmed.
Okay, that was terrible.
What now?
For the very first time.
I can't believe he got the first blood.
Going.
Like, one auto attack is all we needed.
I'll let them
Can't believe it's not butter.
Is that I wanna play. Do you? Your desire is my command.
Great walking in home.
Going.
I have,
Some action.
which they're going for ruined already, bottom? Like 15 seconds early, bro.
Confirmed.
Yeah, Panda's gone.
I'll
Oh,
press
that's
it.
great.
Sure.
Enemy hero
Care
missing
bot?
from middle.
Yeah.
Mid
It's
is
not
MI,
going
so
well.
Be careful.
What
We were destroying
now?
bottom, but Panda just like started moving backwards. It was really bad.
I wonder what this guy, idiot's problem is. Le panda, il fait son cave. Et voilà, got engaged to Oliver Jakeways.
Yes.
Audrey-Anne Bicra.
Our Latin is coming back.
Damn time.
Cool.
I would like that. I can handle them all.
Lol.
Handed.
Going. Sure. Why not? Your desire is my command.
Oh, really?
Confirmed.
Oh,
Good job, good job.
yeah.
I can handle them all.
Fuck, I need a bottle.
I'm gonna pull Panda.
Is that all?
Taking top refresh. Missing top, pesty. So you gotta use that when you get puck like that.
I wanna play. Do you? Is that all? I'll let them have a taste. I would like that.
Serial killer. Double tap.
Easy.
Good job.
Bro. Fucking easy.
Good job, Brodies.
Alright, I'll take top from now on.
Invisibility.
Is that all? What now?
Enemy hero missing from middle.
I'm going him in a second, he's only level 2.
Glad he missing.
I'll let them have a taste. Confirmed.
Ultimate warrior.
Easy.
Finally. Some
Wow, that didn't get TP'd just right now.
Enemy hero missing from middle.
Sure. Why not?
Okay. Pulling.
We're going to do just fine.
Good job.
Finally, some action. Is that all?
You're gonna get the rune top so I can just start going bottom.
Sure, sure. Yeah, I'm taking it. Nice. I got that too.
We're wrecking these kids' bottom.
Choo choo, motherfucker!
Do you? I would like that.
The Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
Little team go never hurt nobody.
Some action. Your desire is my command.
I'll pull it.
I'll let them have a taste.
Wow.
I would like that.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Oh, what the fuck?
Yo, there's a party, bro. What the fuck?
What was that?
Holy shit.
Seriously?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Yo. You kind of fucked there.
I'm good. I got a TP coming in.
Sure. Why not?
You got him.
Going.
Oh my god. Oh, dude.
This got low-key hilarious.
Yeah, I
low-key
wasn't trying to
hilarious.
fucking.
Confirmed. I
C'est
can
une gros
feel
party.
them all. Is that all? Thoroughly seducing.
Help our boy.
Not too mid. I don't know.
Action.
Help our boy.
I like that. Seriously. Your desire is
Yikes!
3 mid or 3 top.
Yeah, Slither, come. Oh, there. Yeah, that was a big feat. Yeah, let's go. He has no boots. I just need you to slow him.
I can handle them all.
Who has a jet in unholy flame?
I would like that.
I'm gonna get the room bot or be right back.
You should go mid, Kyo.
Sure.
Probably.
Yeah, that's where I'm headed.
Double damage.
Good bot, be here.
Yeah, Prince here.
Let's go already.
Oh, let's get right.
Yay.
Should have pushed that in. Street bottom. Was pretty much for nothing. My fault.
Confirmed.
Bro, what the fuck you just did?
Pesty missing.
Wait for GTO.
Okay.
Going.
Just push us in, Panda.
I'm going back mid.
Do you?
It's good.
Confirmed.
Just don't come my way. They're gonna try to set up a gank.
We're gonna try to set up on you. Or me, I mean, yeah.
Why not? Is that all?
Nice.
Just like that, he was baited. Even harder than he
Your
baited.
desire is mine.
Oh, I don't know what the rune was, but he got it tough.
That's not good.
I'll be back in 3.2 seconds.
Finally, some action. We're going to do just fine.
Be careful, he still has ulti. That's a bad fight. It's a really bad fight.
Going.
Careful, they're all headed there.
Holy shit.
They're five top.
Too soon.
Shit.
Oh, you're dead, Panda. You're fucking dead.
Your desire.
I don't even know why you didn't just go into the fucking tower. Oh god.
I was wondering the same thing, Daddy. Yeah, that tower's long gone, brother.
We're going to do just fine.
I'm going back for that tower.
Defend your buildings, damn it!
If we could get one more top, I'll do this. Here's. No, not that tower. Lead.
Do you?
Damn, like, you're. It's your bedtime. I know.
If you have enough reaction, it's good.
Is my command.
Yeah, dude, I can't fucking get all of them.
Defend your buildings, damn it! The Legion have
No,
but
destroyed
I told you we
a
need-
Hellborn tower.
Like having a team is what I was talking about. More so
Oh,
than
okay, yeah.
just you.
Is that all?
Yeah, for sure. Agreed.
Like I've been in games where it's just like, oh,
Too late.
there's 3 niggas TPing with me. I didn't even plan this shit. Like, wow, this is how it should be, but.
Your desire.
Push down here.
What now?
Brother.
Seriously?
They don't fucking waiting for your ass.
It's free tower.
Oh, we bought in case you try to TP in.
Someone's TPing in.
I would like that.
Come up.
I can go on him.
Defend your buildings, damn it!
Just get out of there. They're all gonna be there.
Mid.
Too soon. Confirmed.
Here we go. Let me beat this Slither.
Finally, some action. Is that all?
Which Slayer just warded this week?
Wordy word?
Your desire is mine.
Alright.
Confirmed.
They're probably all down here.
I
I'm
want
gonna grab the rune bot.
Okay, there's two top.
you. Seriously.
Team, I'm literally just getting chased.
Coming. Should. Go, go.
Fine.
Flint should be dead.
Oh.
Maybe not.
Defend your buildings, damn it!
Like Slither, you didn't land any of your shit, bro.
It was too far.
Yeah, no shit. It shows you how long your skill goes for. Like
I
when
know,
you
that was
cast
max range. He was too far.
Some action.
it. So you walk up a little bit more, and then do it. Because he was
Pushed her
standing
back.
still when you did it.
Come on, PK.
Defend your buildings, damn
I've
it!
been like level 14 by now.
Let's go already. Is that all?
This game's kind of weird, huh? A little weird. Niggly, how about you? You're farming your PK?
I guess. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
if you, we could set up kills if you come with it.
I would like that. Thoroughly seducing. Your desire is my command.
Take it.
Panda, why didn't you just get a PK dog? What have been these
Do
people?
you?
Invisibility.
Push that shit, guys. Can all of
Take
you
top.
push that? I'm gonna come from behind.
Yeah.
We got two bottom.
Thoroughly seducing. Sure. I would like that.
Come.
Go, go, go.
Fucking shit, dude.
Seriously.
What? What? How did he see me?
Panda, help him. What are you doing?
Yeah, you should get Flint, yeah.
Who has a death wish?
The heal and
Nice.
TP back. Nice. Thank goodness.
Very
Yes,
nice.
that fucking pesty tryhard. It does, baby. I'm gonna farm bottom. Is there bait?
Oh fuck.
Oh my god.
Just fine.
Oh my god.
There's some wards here. Careful.
Ah,
Your desire is my command.
They're all up. Raping the tards that didn't back that should have.
Handle them all.
man, Sallow's almost got his demonic.
Damn, how am I a higher level than fucking mid? Holy shit.
Seducing.
Because I've been trying to
And I've been
fucking gank
killing
and
and getting ganked. What? Yo, just fucking go top for ganks. Like they've been there all
Nah,
fucking game.
bro. Bro, they've been bottom. What are you talking about?
Okay, that's fine. I've been 11.
Let's go.
Oh fuck! I wish you would have stood.
I would like that. What now? Seriously? Thoroughly sick to the sight.
I'm fucking dead. I'm fucking dead. I'm fucking dead.
Panda, come here. Oh.
Your desire.
A lot of people mid and in our jungle.
Defend your
We are
buildings,
going to
damn it!
be just fine.
This Deadwood is so bad.
The Legion have destroyed a Hellborn tower.
Pesty's trying really hard.
What now?
Yeah.
3 bottom. There he is. I think Deadwood should come bottom.
Yeah. I'll
Just
yeah.
fine.
Oh, my lantern. Got that.
I would like that. Sure. Why not? Is that all?
Like, this Deadwood is so bad. I don't know what he's doing.
Doesn't he have a PK?
You should kill the Salamand something, huh? Anyone?
What?
Two is checked. Salamand.
I would like
Salamand.
Coming. They have wards everywhere, that's the problem.
I'll let them have a taste.
You have what or feed.
And they got niggas. And they got niggas.
Let's push this Panda. They're all top.
Come on.
Let's go.
Yeah, or TP top and we can kill both of them.
Come on.
No, you're alone, bitch.
He should be dead. Yeah. Good job.
Push, push. We're three. We're three. They're mid. They're mid.
I got a TP? Fuck, that's so much.
Damn.
Honestly, guys, like, stop fucking.
You can hit the tower.
Let's fuck bot. Like, let's push bot, like, board, something. Fucking me up. Getting me tilted.
Defend your buildings, damn it!
That and Solomon's free farming.
God, this sequence.
Serial killer.
Deadwood keeps feeding too.
The Legion have destroyed a Hellborn tower.
It's not looking good, Mayor.
1,000 right there.
I can handle them all.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Unholy flame.
Okay, that's good.
Keep going. What the fuck you guys stopping for?
It's the pesty. He runs away.
We are going to
He
do
runs away.
Oh, Solomon reach book. Mid tower is really low.
Dude, you are literally farming fucking creep. Shut the fuck up. Not being trash. Get it together, bro. Trying to get the dub. I'm getting another one, eh?
Ultimate warrior.
I
just getting started. Defend your buildings, damn it!
Can you come here?
Yeah, I'm coming. Run, yeah, keep running that way.
Beware.
Get him man up. Oh, he's dead. He might be. Alright, nice. Very good.
Damn.
That's really big if you.
Good job,
Yeah,
Panda.
that's
Good job.
That's right. Really good jump.
Good job, Panda.
Wow, that fucking X was so far away, dude.
Can we get Salo? Can we turn?
Yeah.
Oh, there's no ulti. Oh man. That's big. Good job.
Push.
He has so much minus armor there between me and Panda.
Which there's top. Just
Mid is low, I think. Yeah.
The Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
That was your fault.
That was.
That was your fault.
Is that thoroughly seducing?
Just try to ward their jungle.
What?
I'm coming.
help him.
Yeah.
They're really aggressive. Oh man.
That guy is so fucking fast. My Atlanta.
How did he see?
Their pesty's really good.
Is it war
It's
here?
all over the place.
Alright.
Guessing.
I wanna play.
Witch Slayer's out of position.
He probably has backup. Let's go kill that word.
We have
Defend your
Whiff.
buildings, damn it!
defend that.
Yep. I can.
The Legion have destroyed a
Witch Slayer's here.
Hellborn tower.
He's poisoned. Should be dead.
Kill him!
Get this guy.
Kill him! He's stuck!
Beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Some really nasty fights. Just crushing these kids.
Defend your buildings, damn it! The Hellborn have destroyed.
Can we Kongor maybe?
I don't know. Is Dark Lady ready yet?
Yes.
Yeah, my spells are pretty good against Kongor.
What now?
Yo, our mid needs. Someone tell our mid to buy in tomes. Hey, whose vans is this?
Well, nigga, when they know I'm a fucking threat, they go after me every time, little beat.
Okay, let's go.
Ooh, they fighting already.
I can't tank this though.
The Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
Take back on what, bitch? Punch your ass.
Gondor has been slain.
Go for damage or speed. I think damage is pretty nasty on Slither.
Let's go already.
Oh, what am I doing?
I wanna play. Do you?
Invisibility.
Oh, mid.
Yeah,
We are going
Might
to
be beating him though.
just
I
fine.
doubt it.
No,
Check punk.
they might be. Yeah, they might be trying to call.
Got invis. I'm gonna try going there. Hopefully it's not rev.
Oh, really?
Gondor has been slain.
There it is.
I've got ulti and everything.
They're gonna go the other way because they're scared bitches. Cut them off, cut them off, cut them off, cut them off. Damn.
Oh shit.
You just got away.
Unholy flame. Who hides a death wish?
What? He didn't die.
Yo, fucking hate these bugs, bro. God damn it.
Thoroughly seducing.
Coming around. Oh, he's low.
Oh, nice. I got. Okay, Solomon's dead. Nice.
Shred.
Let's go already.
Where the fuck you guys at? Why you guys even attacking the tower?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, I don't want to listen to that guy. Like, it's so obvious we shouldn't have
Shit
him
like
in
that.
there.
Yeah, dude, but if we would have had the fucking tower down, they wouldn't have fucking been able to do that. Man, fucking Panda, we have a lot of armor. For what? For nothing, nigga.
Very nice, Shelly.
Oh. I need dust for him too.
Thoroughly seducing. What now?
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Let's go already. We're going to do just fine.
Specie has vision. Yeah, go. Yeah.
She just went. I don't know why you waited.
Going. I can handle them all.
Holy shit.
God damn it.
Invisibility.
I can see you.
I would like that. Sure.
Get back.
Why not?
What's coming?
I'm glad it's in there.
Going. Thoroughly seducing. I would like that. What now? Is that all?
Glad mid.
There's a glad.
We are going to do just fine. Your desire is mine.
Watch out, he just went in this.
Defend your buildings, damn it!
I would like that. I wanna play. Do you? Confirmed. I'll let them have a taste. I would like that.
Ah, why are these kids always top?
If I had got
They're
DD,
so useless.
EDL.
I mean, the game is over, but they're just... The game should have been over a long time ago. If our teammates weren't horrible.
Going.
You give it to TDL
We are
in 30
going to
seconds so we can do
just
cons when it's fun.
Yes.
Beware.
They're coming.
Is that
Not their Kong, our Kong.
what now?
Damn.
They might jump you, but I'm here.
I would like that.
How long is that?
Yeah.
I wanna play.
Let's go. TDL, take this.
Is that all?
Discuss this structure.
Defend your buildings, damn it! The Legion have destroyed a Hellborn tower!
TDL, take this. DD, let's
Like that.
do something.
Okay.
Pop it when you see somebody. Actually, let me stay back. Let me beat mid. Yo,
This
can
is
you guys
coming.
come mid?
Yeah.
Going.
Right here.
Guys,
I mean,
guys.
I got a poison.
Double tap!
I just took 3 ultis to the. Oh.
See him? You guys needed a vest or something.
Just tank it. It's pretty low, isn't it?
Oh, I was just about to PK out. Fuck my life.
Can't even push.
Wonder if you can solo con. No, you can't solo con. Ah, this is so ballsy.
Oh my god.
Oh my. You gotta go last hit it.
You gotta take it. Oh.
That's still worth it.
Take the token, take the token!
Auto's token.
Take the token, drop the bottle, take the token, Jesus Christ!
I'll get my bottle, just leave it there.
That's pretty game winning.
Yeah.
This crazy nigga's about to leave the token and shit.
It's only 2.5 minutes, by the way.
I want that bottle though. For that shit.
And then let's go take our mid racks then.
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
let's-
they're
yeah,
right
let's-
here.
Let's go already.
Got them all poisoned.
Juice isn't just got.
Why is he killing Salomon? Pyro.
Come on, dude. TDL, man, that sucked ass, man. Not gonna lie. Man up, man up, man up! Fucking
Why did I fucking listen to your ass?
because I thought, like, you listened to me because you thought you could hit your skill, but apparently you couldn't.
Even if I would have hit it, I still would have died, bro. They're fucking full health.
You could have PK'd over here, asked the user Q on the witch to try and kill him.
Panda's coming, Panda's coming. He'll defend soon.
What's my name?
Oh man, Salomon should have died there though. That's really weird.
Yeah, I need more damage. I need rift shards. So I'm just not tearing through them.
TDL needs more damage.
Oh, fuck.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Damn. Just ran into a silver bullet.
Yeah.
Really seducing.
What are you gonna do? Oh, okay. This is gonna be good. Yikes. Switch is decently farmed. Oh no. Yeah, Panda's throwing.
Who has a death wish?
Witch dies, that's pretty good. Okay. Yikers. Okay, don't go in, Pyro. Don't go in.
I'm not.
Whoa.
Defend your buildings, damn it!
Ay, ay, ay. I need some rift shards or something nice.
Yeah, he's got 31 armor.
Now?
Well, no, I can't go shield breaker. It's definitely rift shards.
Tower.
No, I said
Any
he has
units
31
got
armor.
buyback?
So I'm pointing out why he's so tanky.
Yeah. Luckily we
Panda
did
needed
that,
a
we
shield
couldn't be-
breaker, actually.
We were forced to buy back.
If Panda had a shield breaker, it would break the armor, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
I just need to make sure he's poisoned every fight. That's my job. Cause like his ulti has a ton of regen. And I don't like this deadwood. It's so
Salvo
dangerous.
up here. Anyone?
No, dude, nobody's there.
Like,
We need.
oh my God, this
We're gonna
deadwood.
need some vision, my friend, when we get a
Yeah,
chance.
All the lanes are shoved in. Can't really go out on my own.
What now?
I will go out on my own.
Your desire is my command.
Sink. I need that gold actually.
I missed Effie.
Like they have to just stop going top so I can be stronger down here.
Seducing.
Give me staff if you can.
I'll let them have a taste.
Yeah, the way I fucking stay alive, bro, I doubt that happens anytime soon.
True.
We're going to do
Regeneration.
This
just
fucking
fine.
map looks like Ray Charles' vision.
Camera.
Attack it, dude. It's a fucking illusion.
Some
Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him.
Let's go.
I should have
I just
followed
need a little
up.
bit of
You
sight.
stunned them.
Oh, there's.
Yeah, dude. Were we not just talking about how squishy I am? Help him. The ulti?
I help you.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
Go, go. Solomon's.
Someone's
here?
jerking off.
Yeah.
Flint's alive though.
We could just go mid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, push him in.
I don't know about this Deadwood.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing, Niggly?
I want to TP back.
Why? Well, Salmon's here, so careful. This Deadwood is so bad. Like,
Yeah, that root combo? Pretty
yeah,
good.
15-11.
Pretty fucking good. Fight him. Fight him.
Like, he's got a lot of kills, but he's just throwing the game nonstop. Anyways.
Need somebody else here.
TDL, 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 TDL.
I'm ready. Go in.
Fuck.
Oh fuck.
That's the real
Okay.
one.
Yep.
Wow, TDL, you do like no damage, bro. It's unfortunate.
Well, good thing I have a
Fun
buyback.
goal game.
Yeah, just another trash call by Deadwood. Man, I hate this guy.
Just another trash call by Deadwood.
Don't tell him that.
Facts.
Yo, you're 6 slotted, bro, and you don't do any damage.
Congore's up.
Maybe trade that Abyssal for Satanic.
Yep, agreed. Gonna double agree on the double agrees.
Yeah, this Sallow. Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh,
terrible
no,
play by Deadwood. What else is new?
Trash calls, bros. Big throws.
Confirmed.
I need to slice through the Solomon.
I think he's coming up here.
Yep, I would think so. Yep, there he is.
Seducing. Is that all?
Watch out, back up, back
Yeah.
up.
So aggressive, Jesus.
Yikers.
Use your Q on him, and he'll die.
Do you have a buyback?
I don't have buyback.
Damn it! The Legion have destroyed
think
a
that's game.
Hellborn tower.
Right.
Wow.
A Hellborn barracks has been destroyed. A Hellborn barracks has been destroyed.
I gotta pot that BKB.
Wow.
Yeah.
Probably one of the
Defend
worst
your
games I've ever
buildings,
seen
damn it.
people throw.
Choo-choo, motherfucker.
Ah, that Deadwood was so bad. Whatever, I'm
The
kind of
Legion have
satisfied how I
destroyed
played.
a Hellborn tower. A Hellborn barracks has been destroyed. A Hellborn barracks has been destroyed. Defend your buildings, damn it.
Absolutely contemptible.
The Legion have destroyed a Hellborn tower.
I want to play.
Die! 3 men down! I repeat, 3 men down!
Death wish.
Some action.
Oi, oi, oi.
Hellborn barracks has been destroyed.
Chicken son.
Physical
The Legion
damage.
have
and,
destroyed a Hellborn tower.
Come on.
The Legion have destroyed a Hellborn tower.
Super sad.
Defend your buildings, damn it!
You playing another one?
Citrus.
Yep.
When was he at 10%?
I was like at 48 minutes or something.
Did I ignore him?
Oh, everybody ignored him. It was so weird. I think you guys thought he was an illusion, but it was a real one. He was just whacking people at 10%. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Like he was at middle.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I thought that wasn't losing.
Yeah. Pyro did as well.
Well, it's confusing. Fuck. But yeah, I mean, I guess.
It's okay. Like really, I think the Deadwood was by far the reason why we lost that. Panda played really well.
Yeah, he did.
Pyro was okay sometimes, but he was pretty trash. But Deadwood just like, oh my goodness. He'd always like his positioning was always the opposite of where he should be.
All right, what are you gonna do? It's time for bed.
Yeah.
Jason wants to end someone's career,
Dr. Davy.
which is
Well, is
no
that
more cash.
Cocaine Cowboy?
Yeah. What did he say on 2+2?
But did he talk about